Hello, dear friends. Here we are together with Grandmaster Davorin Kuljasevic, and we are going to talk a little bit about his tactical Thursday session that will kick off tomorrow. Welcome, Davorin. I just want to ask you at the beginning one very general question. In your opinion, what is the importance of calculation in comparison to the other aspects of the game?
Hi, Grigor. Thank you for having me. So your question is a very important one because chess players often wonder what they should study, how they should distribute their time, and such existential chess questions. But calculation is definitely one of the, if not the most important skill for success in chess. Of course, it's important to know openings and games and play positionally well, but at the end of the day, games are usually going to be decided by whoever can calculate further, whoever can outsmart their opponent, and therefore I think for players of all levels it's important to practice their calculation and tactical skills, which are interconnected, obviously not the same, but very often interconnected. It's important to practice it regularly.
I see. Actually, in general, I think that, of course, it's very important to have good chess understanding, to understand different pawn structures, to know very well your opening repertoire. But in my opinion, if you have good calculation abilities, you can compensate for lack of understanding, lack of knowledge, but it's very difficult to compensate for lack of calculation abilities. Are you agree?
Yes, absolutely. And I have played with some players that we could call naturals at chess who don't really have very deep opening knowledge or you could say like formal chess education or positional understanding, but they still are very good practitioners because of exactly of their calculation skills.
Yeah, I see. So tomorrow, on Thursday, we start this series called Tactical Thursday that you will be leading, and our idea is to provide all the members of Modern Chess Academy, and not only the members, but everyone who wants just to follow these camps, to provide them with a structured approach to studying the calculation, to master their calculation and dynamic play. So, can you tell us a little bit more about the sessions that you will be doing in the month of November?
Yes, so in November we will start with firstly introduction to the structured calculation, and I think this is something that a lot of players are missing in their, maybe they have tactical skills obviously, but they don't have like a structured way of going about approaching the position. So I would like to introduce the so-called ply theory. This is something that I often teach to my students, which is basically the idea that you should focus on the base of the calculation tree, so the first move or two, where usually most blunders happen. And so if you have the right structured approach to that first part of your calculation, first you're building a good base for further calculation. Secondly, you're going to avoid a lot of calculation mistakes. And the second aspect of, or a second part of our Tactics Thursday in November will be going over the typical calculation mistakes that happen either because there's no structured calculation. Sometimes it is because of our emotions. Obviously, we're not engines, so we make such mistakes. Sometimes it's because we are attached to certain maybe positional factors, so we refuse to calculate certain types of moves. It could be because we don't visualize properly. It could be because we don't overcome resistance in our calculation, which means that if there is something that seems unpleasant, we just think that it's not going to work and we just stop calculating there, which could also be a mistake. And there are other types of mistakes that we'll discuss. I think that discussion will help us, at least increase awareness, because some chess players are not even aware of the types of mistakes they're making, and they could be recurring mistakes. So you don't want to. That's going to limit you as a chess player. So this was the first part, and then as we move on to further lectures, we'll focus on specific aspects of the ply theory, such as prophylaxis, spotting the opponent's threats, candidate moves, invisible chess moves, recognizing opponents' resources, and so on.
It sounds very interesting. Of course, actually, as far as I understand, you will cover not only technical aspects of the calculation, but also the psychological ones. Probably we will have enough time to speak about time management, how much time one can afford to dedicate in critical positions, how to spot critical positions, and whether to know. How to know whether the calculation is required or not, because this is also very important. So we will speak about many important aspects of the decision making in chess, dynamic decision making and calculation. So now I just want to clarify some technical details about your sessions. On Thursday, 14th of November, we will have 2 lectures on calculation, and then in another Thursday, 28th of November, if I remember correctly, we have another 2 lectures by you, 2 lectures in a row, of course, and of course there will be training positions for all the participants to practice, right?
Right, and I plan to do some training positions as sort of like a workshop. A part of our lecture will be devoted to us working through positions and practicing structured calculation. But at the end of each training day, we will have homework with 10 positions that I will ask you to work on them at home. And then in the next lecture, we will start by going over that homework, see how accurate you were, and I think, with calculation, the main thing is practice.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, it seems that the training camp will be highly interactive and very useful for all the participants. Thank you very much, Davorin, for this short interview. I'm looking forward to this exciting camp.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you.